Every week we start off with 3 things where we take a closer look at the topics everyone is talking about in the sports world. This week we start things off with a front pager, and this one just so happens to be written by you, Analis. Memorial Day weekend headlines were dominated by Naomi Osaka's stunning decision to withdraw from the French Open. Prior to the start of the tournament, Osaka announced that she would not be attending any press conferences, citing the quote, huge waves of anxiety she feels when attending them. When tournament officials threatened to fine and suspend her, Osaka decided to put her mental well-being ahead of everything else and withdrew from the competition. Analis, the headline of your article and the overall theme has really stuck with me. You said it's time to accept that Osaka is a human being before she's an athlete. So talk more about that and what that moment meant to you.
Mackenzie, I think this entire situation was very eye-opening for many people within sports and outside of sports. Naomi has basically given her mind, body, and soul to the sport of tennis for years. And just as athletes take time to heal their body, it should not be this trivial for athletes to take time to heal their minds and consider their mental fitness as well as their physical fitness. The notion that press is absolute and it's a part of her job and she has to do it is simply wrong, because it's not a part of her job to suffer through it, as she cited. And she knew she would have fines, but to her, setting that boundary, paying the fines, it was worth it. It's really unfortunate that she was basically forced to withdraw altogether, but I really hope that her time away from the game is truly beneficial for her. Grand Slam officials have tried to double back now and show their support for her now that the number 2 player in the world is no longer a part of the French Open. But like I said before in my column, a prevention is often better than a cure.
100%. It was cool though to see huge name athletes like Russell Wilson, Serena Williams, Steph Curry show their support for her. And speaking of support, that brings us to thing number 2. The San Francisco Giants are showing their support for Pride Month this weekend when they take the field in caps and uniforms that will have a unique San Francisco patch featuring the LGBTQ+ flag. Giants manager Gabe Kapler had this to say about the decision. Very proud that the San Francisco Giants are taking this step. Very proud to be a part of it. Looking forward to the impact and the support that we can provide for the LGBTQ+ community. And these hats are dope, and I think it's a huge step up from what the hats were a few weeks ago that we talked about. It is cool seeing a pro team stepping up like this.
Yes, I love it. This is the first MLB team to do this, and I would absolutely love to see other teams follow suit. And the colors that they are using also represent the Black and brown LGBTQ+ community as well as the transgender community.
I agree. This is so cool to see. But finally, we switch gears and move on to some not so great news in thing 3. Fans are allowed back at games. It's the NBA playoffs going on, and fans will not chill out. In the past few weeks, we've seen a number of incidents where NBA fans have crossed the line, from throwing popcorn on Russell Westbrook to spitting on Trae Young, and most recently, a water bottle was thrown on Kyrie Irving. What is going on with fans?
Mackenzie, this is absolutely wild, and things have not stopped, and they honestly seem like it's getting worse every game. But I know you had the chance to talk to 76ers Tobias Harris about the Westbrook incident, which honestly applies to all of the recent incidents. So let's take a look at what he had to say.
That don't have any place in this game. I mean, boos and cheers, we all for that, but that right there is that ain't what it is.
Yeah, like he said, I could not agree more with Tobias. I don't care if you hate an athlete or a team, that's never acceptable. And shout out to the players for keeping it classy. Hey sports fans, if you want to watch more sports seriously, be sure to check out these clips right here. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel to see all the great content from us here at USA Today Sports.